Why do you think some people claim scientists interfere too much with nature? This is a very interesting idea because when you think about it, uh, human as a whole, not just scientists, interfere a lot with nature. For example, agriculture over like thousands of years has made a lot of things that we know today that we think is natural actually is very artificial, and they went through a lot of selective breeding. For example, a lemon, right? A lemon, right? You would expect it to be a natural fruit, but no. A lemon is a combination of a bitter orange with citrus, with a citrus. Well, you you get my idea. It's so that not only scientists but we ourselves, as a species, a dominant species, has interfered with nature from the dawn of time. All the like the pigs and cows that we see today are not the same as a boar, like a wild boar, some kind of things down the line in the nature. And scientists just happen so to be the one responsible for this claim in this modern era because of the thing about genetically modified organism and uh, you know genetic engineering stuff like that. It so you know scientists. I kind of agree because scientists they make changes that is faster and more visible than what like farmers and hunters and other people like people has been doing for 1,000 years. They also interfere and have the same caliber as you know others in agriculture and things down the line, but the the re, but they interfere. The pace of they doing it is way faster, hence why I think a lot of people think that way. So it's kind of like that. Uh, do you have anything against animal testing? Again, there is a very complicated questions because if not animals, then what are they supposed to test on? Like, are we supposed to test on humans or something? I wouldn't say so because two things, right? First of all, is that if we test on human, it's more messed up and it's just got worse. Because as you know, human is a being with a higher intellectual capability than any living organism in the whole earth. And to do that would be morally wrong and it's violate human rights. Yeah. And secondly is that animals that we test on, I'll say it did it's not as significant as like to a human life. For example, rabbits, rats, and monkeys potentially, and like flies are all very common. You know, animal that get tested on for like health product or medicines, things like that, because they share some similar genes to human, which makes it easier to test on instead of just grappling some just grab a random like infant kid uh, on the side of the uh, street or something like that, and they are more disposables because they reproduce a lot, yeah, like rabbits and flies. Each time they have a mating seasons or stuff like that, they produce like tens or even hundreds of offsprings. And so it's save not only like materials and time, but also I would say morally more righteous, because you're not killing human, and they have a very fast reproduction speed. So it's better that way, I would say. So really, I don't have that much, because it's it's just better than testing on human, honestly. Is scientific progress always for the greater good? I again, it is a very multifaceted questions. For example, let's say innovation in agriculture, infrastructure, things like that. It helps, it helps a large portion of species and humans on the planet. And despite there can be a lot of failure and uh, misuse, for the most part they are for the better tomorrow, right? However, on the other hand, uh, a lot of scientific progress uh, has been put into negative use, specifically like nuclear energy, right? For the production of nuclear bomb, right? It is a weapon of mass destruction, and in this case, the science progress is, one step makes us one step closer to our ultimate doom, man. And so then it's not for the greater good, isn't it? So in short, I say that scientific progress, for the most part, in many categories, it is better for the majority of things in the earth, like the environment and human. But on the other hand, the a lot of them can create catastrophic event, like I don't know, apocalypse or something. And many things like in the industry can cause a lot of harms to the environment and ecosystem, which in turn cause even more harms to both humans and animals living in the area. So it's a very mixed thing, right? But again, I think I will lean more into the positive side, just because without this we wouldn't be able to make such a long progress, long path, long way. uh, do you think all information on the internet is true? Definitely not, because internet it's like a funnel, right? Like when you collecting water using a funnel, everything get like sucked in and pour into like one big bottles, which that is the internet, and all the water and stuff is the information, and people can post anything. So the thing is that everyone can know about everything, but not everyone knows the truth. Everything and the truth is very different in this, in my opinion, because like I say, uh, a lot of parties and individuals want to spread misinformation for their own benefits, and a lot and also and similarly, a lot of people don't really care about truthfulness of the truthful nature of what they're telling people, but more so to makes it, to keep it relevant, right? To make it fast enough for people to engage. And what I see the problem in a lot of people is that they just, they just want to know the information as fast as possible, but not but they don't want to know if the information is correct or not. And as you can guess, it's just a messed up misinformation. And so yeah, the internet certainly is cannot be trusted 100%, and there should be everyone should have a fact checking skill in order to utilize the information effectively.